Hey Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading for September 17th through the 23rd. I got my Palo Santo going nice and strong. We're going to jump into the reading for the week ahead. As always, it's going to be a general reading, just kind of whatever comes up for the week. I will pull one card for love for the week. And then if you want a more detailed love reading, there's a Virgo September love reading. If you haven't already checked it out, you can watch it after you watch this video. And then I'll be doing a love video for October for Virgo. So if you subscribe and hit notification, in a couple of weeks you'll get the notification when the love reading is up. And the other videos as well. I do pick a card videos, do all kinds of videos. Alright, so Virgo, your Monday, Tuesday, your Wednesday, Thursday, and your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And now your love reading for the week. More love. There we are. There's your love card, Virgo. We'll check it out right now. I am going to pull a card and do soul homework as well, but we'll wait. And do that more towards the end. Okay, friends. Okay, Virgo. So, Three of Swords is coming up for you in the beginning of the week. Now, one thing I want to say about Three of Swords, because it is like a card about disappointment. Sometimes it could be a broken heart. It could be somebody betraying you. It could just be something that really stings or something that really hurts. But it doesn't always necessarily mean that it's something that's going to happen then. Sometimes I've seen this come up because somebody is processing something from the past. So for some of you Virgos, it's not necessarily like beginning of the week something has happened. It may have already happened and you may be still processing it. You may still be remembering it, or something might happen that reminds you or triggers you in some way. The one thing I want to say about Three of Swords, though, is it's usually something that comes in and it hurts, it stings, and then it passes, and then you're okay. Sometimes I see Three of Swords come up more so when the truth is being revealed to you about a situation, and it's really happening in a way to protect you, or to help you move on, or like you know what you need to know, and it may sting and it may burn, but you needed to know because it was coming in to protect you. It's a protection for you to know, and in that way you can remove yourself from a negative or toxic situation where maybe things were not being presented to you truthfully. So ultimately, all in all, in the end, whatever it is, it's gonna help you get to what's best for you. So middle week, Virgo, we have Wednesday, Thursday here, and we have Three of Cups. So again, like whatever happened beginning of the week, you're moving on. You're putting your sight and your focus to happier times. Three of Cups is actually a card about celebrating. So you may be getting together with friends. You may be going out. You may be doing something and bringing in their support, bringing in their encouragement, and just taking your mind off of whatever has been troubling you and going out and having a good time. It could be a card of reunion. Maybe you're getting together with friends you haven't seen in a while. But whatever it is, it's definitely a card of emotional support, joy, happiness. Sometimes it could be where you're going out with friends, and while you're going out and having a good time, you actually end up meeting somebody. Sometimes I've seen this card mean that as well. And again, this is a general reading, Virgo, so it's going to apply to us in different ways. So be sure that you check out your moon sign, your rising sign, and the other videos, and check out the pick a card readings as well. And if you subscribe and hit notification, you'll get notice when those are posted. Now, okay, you have the Tower coming up for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the weekend. So whatever truth came in for you, like whatever you knew, whatever you processed, and then, maybe getting together with friends or people that have your back, you finally have the courage and you have the strength and you know how you're going to move forward. So for some of you, you're taking a leap of faith. You're starting something new. For some of you, to start that something new, it means something has to be ended. You have to close the door on someone or something. So some of you are going to be confronting someone or putting in a resignation or something of that nature. For some of you, this is something really exciting or well, you know what? I don't want to say for some of you. Tower generally means you're being redirected to what's going to make you happy. And sometimes there's certain people or situations that we refuse to let go of, even though the universe is clearly giving us signs that we need to let go of it. So sometimes what happens with the tower is the universe comes in and shows us the truth or removes it for us so that we can have that, we can be freed up to be on the right path and to have our happiness. So for some of you, it's coming in that way. So for some of you, it might feel very scary. It might feel like all of a sudden everything is changing. For other ones of you, you've been listening to your direction. You've been following your direction. So there's going to be a big change and a big shift that's maybe bigger than what you had anticipated, or that feels like, oh my God, like I've been wanting this for so long and it's finally here. So for some of you, this could be something like a marriage proposal or conceiving a child, or getting a really big promotion, or buying a house, or moving, like a really big move. So it's a general reading, guys, and the cards are going to apply to us in different ways. And so it's very hard to say how this tower moment is going to come in for every single one of you. So be sure, like I said, to check out the other your other signs in your chart and see if maybe that gives you more clarity. And just know that even if it's coming in for some of you in an unpleasant way, ultimately it's going to be leading you to a better happiness or helping you be more so on the road to fulfillment. So here we have for your love card, the Star. All right, that's very positive. Now, the Star here in this deck, it's the Byzantine Tarot, so a lot of the cards have religious connotations. This is clearly a depiction of the baby Jesus and the star that led them to find him on the night that he was born. But typically the Star card is about inspiration. It's about creativity. And for some of you, maybe as you're coming into your spiritual connection, whether your spiritual connection is Christian or another religion, some of you are maybe coming into your spiritual connection, and that is infusing you with inspiration and creativity and joy and passion and life and vibrancy. And so in that way, you're becoming very magnetic to others. Others are like just seeing your joy and your wholeness and your self-acceptance and your self-love and your creativity, and just seeing you push through maybe some difficult things, and they might be looking at you like, wow, like you're so amazing. So you might have people that are beginning to approach you, and in the beginning, the people that maybe are approaching you are more so friends or strangers in the grocery store, or people that just want to be near your energy. But understand and know that this is the beginning. This is the beginning of your magnetism and people coming in. So for those of you who've been looking for a new partner, or those of you who've been single and who've been wanting a partner, understand that this like initial kind of being approached, this initial magnetism, is the beginning of you being approached for something bigger, and calling in that bigger love. For some of you, you've been going through a lot of changes, and if you're currently in a relationship, your partner may be recognizing those changes, and they may be, falling in love with you all over again. For some of you, you're going through these changes, or your partner's going through these changes, and it's inspiring you as well, and you feel like, wow, like, I want to be a better person. This relationship is making me want to be a better person. But all in all, this is a very happy card. This is like long-term plans. Some of you in a newer relationship might be coming to that level or that step where you all are talking and you're starting to make long-term plans. So this card can apply in many different ways to many different aspects of situations, or even being single. It's open to interpretation. And again, this is a general reading, so it's going to be different ways for different ones of us. You may need a private reading, and if that is the case, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to set up a private reading. Check out the description and the link in the list below. I have private readings starting as low as $5, as low as $2 for the Patreon members. So you can check that out. You can check out Patreon, see what works for you, and let me know. I'm more than happy to set something up. So let's go into your soul work for the week, Virgo. Let's see what your angels and guides want you to keep in mind, what they want you to remember moving forward in the week, what they want you to work on. So let's see here. What do we have coming up for Virgo for soul homework for the week? Alrighty. Alrighty. God of spiritual healing, Virgo. I would definitely say that is a pretty unifying card here, a pretty binding card, considering the fact that you've already been told there may be some sadness or something that you're processing in the beginning of the week. Then we have the Tower card here. You know, we have friends and support coming up here. The Star can also be a card of like taking the negative and turning it into a positive, or really coming out and shining through a difficult time. And so to have this card come up about spiritual healing would really like bring everything together, tie everything in together here for your reading. This is saying an aspect of you or a situation in your life is in need of healing. So, you know, you may have had somebody that disappointed you in some way, or maybe you feel like they did you dirty in some way, or let you down, or made you feel like you can't depend on them. And you're having this experience because your angels and guides are wanting you to let go of something that you've been holding on to for too long. Like maybe you've been trying to be strong for a very long time, or you've been very independent, or you've been really like focused on, you know, career or moving up or moving ahead. And so to have this disappointment, whether it's coming in through work or through your personal life, is getting you connected or in touch with a vulnerability. So whatever is stinging, it might not just sting because it happened. It might sting because it's hitting a nerve. Like it might be hitting some fear or insecurity that you have, or some sadness that you're holding on to from childhood for some of you. And so this experience is happening so that you can kind of open up and realize this is there, and then let it out, to release it and to be done with it once and for all. And in the process, you know, a lot of you are finding out who your friends really are, who has your back, who's supporting you, who's coming up around you. Some of you may be dealing with physical illness, and as you're dealing with the physical illness and doing what the doctor's telling you to do and taking medication, some of you may also begin a path of spiritual healing, like maybe doing Reiki or something like that. Some of you may be reaching out for some kind of energy healing. But everything that's happening in your life right now is coming up to help connect you to a higher level of healing, to release, to let go. And for some of you Virgos, I'm hearing this is going to be making amends. Some of you are reaching out and making amends to people and saying, look, like, you know, my health isn't so great, or I've been through a lot, or I've just been examining my life, and I just want to say sorry for things that I've said or I've done. Or some of you Virgos may have somebody that's reaching out to you and making amends. But, you know, there's a lot of emotional, spiritual healing that's going to come in, and hopefully for some of you that will also lead to physical healing for those of you who need it. Now, this is a general reading, and I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose. I cannot give any kind of advice on anything medical. But for some of you, there may be something going on. So if, you know, something doesn't feel right, be sure that you're going to the doctor, you're checking up on it, all of that stuff. I can't diagnose, and I can't say, you know, what's going on with people in their health. But some of you are in you know, seeking a spiritual healing path for health reasons as well. And so keep up with what your doctor is saying if that's the case, and make sure that you're not ignoring your doctor's advice, and whatever else you're doing is just something you're adding in as like a supplement or like as an extra thing. But for a lot of you Virgos, a lot being released, a lot being let go, a lot of you are really coming into a really strong feeling of love and being loved and learning to love yourselves and accept love. So it's a very beautiful and powerful energy. I hope that helps, Virgo. Please be sure to check out Amethyst AngelLight Facebook and Instagram during the week in between the videos, because every single day I do a free card of the day. I do a free pick a card. I do a weekly giveaway prize that you can enter to win. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel and hit notification, please do. If you haven't already liked or followed me on social media, Facebook or Instagram, please do. And reach out to me, guys. Schedule a private reading. Join me over on Patreon. My Patreon people, we're going to do a free live question and answer on there this weekend. Or the weekend of the 23rd, I should say. So make sure that you make time. I will post the exact day and time, and I can hop on and you guys can ask me questions and I can pull cards for you. But thank you so much for those of you who are supporting me there. Thank you so much for those of you who are scheduling private readings. And for everyone else, I really hope this is helping you guys. I'm trying to make help and guidance as accessible as possible. So I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed it. Till next week, Virgo.